Good evening. Good evening, good evening. Who we got? The usual suspects. Dwayne, what up? Leah, what up? Eon. Eon, 7-5. Guess what? Guess what, kid? The judges didn't see it that way, so you lose. Sup? Sup, Jeff? Who'd you have winning, Jeff? Bivol or the undisputed champion, the actual undisputed champion, Beterbiev? Bivol is Arthur's toughest opponent. That's a fact. Peace, love, peace, and hair grease, sucker. Again, like, subscribe, and share. That is a good sentiment. I second that emotion. I second that emotion. There was a song by, who the hell sang I Second That Emotion? Tina Turner? No. Somebody in the early 80s. You know what? You're going to make me look. I second that emotion song. Smokey Robinson. Oh, wow. That is not the 80s. 68. You know what? There's probably a remake I'm thinking of. Let me see. A remake. All right. I guess not. All right. Who cares, right? Unification fights should be 15 rounds. Yeah? You must be a fan of Brain Damage and CTE. You were biased from the start, so I don't listen to your opinion, buddy. That's true. But I do not my analysis, I keep it fair. I might want him to win, but I'm not going to make that sway my opinion. Smokey, yeah, I just looked that up. I thought there was a remake in the 80s of it. I guess not. That was probably sampled. No, it's not a hip-hop song. It's an actual singing song. I probably heard it in the 80s. I second that emotion. I thought it was like a female band singing it. But I just Googled it and I didn't see anything come up. Shadow Man. At the end of the day, Bivol has more to gain than Arthur since he's at the end of his career. Will be 40 and Bivol will be 33. Arthur may be 3-4 fights. You ask Arthur, he's like, I'm going to keep going. He didn't put a cap or a time limit on it. Just saying. Dwayne Dennis. Marco, did you hear what Edgar Berlanga said after the fight? I don't know what fight you're talking about or what he said. No. Nah, it's just for undisputed, so it should be 15 rounds. Nah. No. I actually think fights should not be even rounds. This way, there can't be there could be a tie anyway. Actually, it doesn't really matter. Less likely to be a tie, though, if it's like 11 rounds. How'd you score the fight personally? I didn't score it. But I think Beterbiev probably won by only 1 or 2 rounds. So that would be 7-5, right? That'd be like 7-5. The judges got it right. What up, gang? Gang. See, I like sounding young and cool. Gang. Lil Zooted. How old are you, Zooted? You're probably young, right? Let me guess. Between 20 and 25. That's my guess. Doesn't you know Zooted used to kind of mean a blunt laced with angel dust. So you should stay off that shit. I was fishing for that, Marco. For what? 29. Okay, I was close. How would Benavidez versus Arthur play out? I don't know, man. You guys know Benavidez is my favorite, one of my favorite fighters, so I would go for him. But that's tough. I want to see Benavidez fight one more time at 75. TBV has too many disrespectful callers. That dude got at two-tone crazy. What dude? Were you there when fucking Suleiman got kicked out? What dude got it two-tone crazy? I don't even know what you're talking about. At first, I had 8-4 Bivol, then I rewatched it in 7-5 Bivol, and I honestly can't see how Beterbiev won more than 5 or 6 rounds. So that would make it even. I keep hearing like shit in the walls. That's probably outside the trees hitting it? Like right here. Right where I'm sitting. Like something hitting it, like there's something in there. I don't know. I haven't heard it until today. I think it's the wind knocking. Cause remember how we heard shit up there? Sorry guys, I'm in this new house here and I hear like shit in the walls. Yeah, I don't think we get rodents or anything. What up? Yay yay. So if Bivol wins a rematch, should there be a third? Depends. Am I tripping? I felt like Beterbiev wasn't putting pop on his punches. He was what? He knocked Beterbiev back a couple times. Oh, but Beterbiev wasn't. Oh, my bad. See, Bivol, Beterbiev, they're both Russian. I think that plays a fucking mind fuck on all of us when we read it. It seemed that way, but that's how he punches. That's how he punches. I've got robbed. That's funny. Hit that like button, fam. Word up. Appreciate you. Shadow Man. That's true. Benavidez needs a couple more fights at 75 to grow in the division. Well, maybe not, but I want to see him fight before I could actually predict what he'll look like against Beterbiev or Bivol. You know what I'm saying? Because right now we've only seen him fight Vazdik, who, by the way, he walked down the whole fight. Yeah, he didn't hurt him, but he beat the shit out of him. And more importantly, people, Vazdik didn't hurt Benavidez at all. So that's true. Benavidez needs a couple more. I already read that. So but you don't think one judge having it for Bivol isn't crazy? No. No, Bivol could have won that fight too. It was close. I'm Christian. I think Beterbiev won. Damn. So it ain't a Muslim thing. Okay. Is Bivol Muslim? I don't think he is. What else we got, people? What else we got? What else we got? But Arthur might break down Benavidez's body. He might break down his fucking skull. Obviously, I know it was one fight, but Benavidez, like, he has any power in the last fight. Or maybe Vazek takes a good punch. See, that's why we got to see more. I think Beterbiev Bivol is a fight that this fight was supposed to be. Beterbiev is Muslim, but I don't know about Bivol. Yeah, I know Beterbiev is. That's obvious. Motherfucker was praying the whole time. Bivol's Christian. I'm Muslim. Bulgarians are a lot of Muslims. No, I'm just playing. There's no Muslims in Bulgaria. We're Christian. Do you think Beterbiev is going to accept the rematch, realizing that I am better? Yes, he will accept the rematch. For show. But if Benavidez does fight him, he's going to against the guy with the actual power. We'll see. We shall see. Hopefully they rematch. Looks like they will. Like, I don't think there's any obstacles in the way of that, but you never know. The Water Bearer. That's interesting screen name. Welcome, though. I think Beterbiev won. Okay, so do I. He landed more shots, more power punches. Truth. Bivol's face is proof. Truth. Two truths. And you forgot to say that he had Bivol backpedaling, moonwalking like he was Michael Jackson. So, yes. What did you think of Eubanks Jr. fight? Eubanks, he was overmatched. The opponent, Eubanks Jr. looked good, but fight somebody your own size. But Eubanks Jr. could fight. Oh, Bivol, Christian. Then I changed my decision. He got robbed. Just kidding. I believe Beterbiev will win against Benavidez too. You're probably right, although I would root for Benavidez. Do you feel that Beterbiev knew he lost? I don't know. Wall Street, what up? What's the point of a rematch if you don't gain knockout power? What you mean? What's up, Rodriguez? Rodriguez Jack. He had Bivol running like a bitch. I wouldn't say a bitch. I would say like a track star. He had Bivol racing around that ring like Flojo, Florence Griffith Jr., like Carl Lewis, like Ben Johnson. You a smart man. What part of power play at? You a smart man. What part power play at 71? I don't know what that means. I like that you call me smart, but what do you mean? What part power play at 75? What's that mean? Was he on the run or was he just trying to keep moving and not sit? Well, he was moving at some points, and then when he swallowed those Soviet grenades, then he was running. You saw the difference in his body language and how high his hands were up when he wasn't throwing at all. Come on, man. You know boxing. You could tell the difference between the two. Now, he didn't do that the whole fight, but he did it enough where it stood out. I was watching the highlights of that Van Whitaker fight. He definitely was, yeah. And I saw the highlights and I saw him fall out the ring. And look, that could have threw his back out. He literally, he almost did a, whatever that's called, where you go like this. He arched his back in a complete U. He could have threw his back out. My question is, I only saw it when they flipped over and he was laying there. How did he look after? Did he get up, no problem, or was he rolling around in pain? Maybe he really hurt his back. Arthur versus Triple G catch weight. Triple G's retired, homeboy. You think Bivol was running? At points, yes. Come on, Eon. You saw it for yourself. He got hit. It was hard. He got in his bike. He didn't throw back, and he was fucking. You could tell that a couple times, 2 to 3 times. If 1 or 2 shots would have landed more, Bivol would have gone down, and he knew it, and that's why he moved away. That's just a fact. Now, Arthur was getting tagged, but at no point was he about to go down. Or was he scared? At no point did he not just keep coming forward. Heavyweight's got the power, though. We can't get past that. He won the boxing match, but he lost the war. Languages, boxing guys all day. Languages? What? I think your autocorrect is running rampant, Wall Street. Why Bivol crossing the road? He was running. What you mean? I think Beterbiev wasn't cracking like he always does due to knee surgery or some. Possible. That's what he said. Next fight, whoever he fights, probably going to kill in usual fashion. We'll see. What up, Cat Quest? Know any recent track stars? No, I don't. I don't. I wish I did. There was wasn't that a black girl? Didn't she just win in the Olympics? There was. I don't remember her name, though. Yeah, I do a lot of 80s references, man. I'm old. Yeah, that's funny, though. He hurt his leg, I thought. Maybe. Yeah, but if I know a person who has a high knockout percentage, I'm not starting in front of them. I'm not trading. That's how you get knocked out. Well, not necessarily true. You have to feel the punches first, and if there's something you can't handle, then you move. Sometimes somebody with a high knockout percentage, I've been in there when I've been in the ring. Due to other people say hit hard who have a lot of knockouts, the shots don't really do shit for me. So you have to feel it out first. Some people saying it was his ankle. I don't think there's anything wrong with Beterbiev. I think Bivol just moved very well. It was hard to catch him. He was not running, in my opinion. I thought he was tired, if anything. Tired from that arsh whooping. Never under the impression Bivol was about to drop. No, 1 or 2 more punches, and it seemed like he might have to take a knee. That's the vibe I got. 7th round. I did it in my video. Bivol cracked Beterbiev. Beterbiev stumbled back, right? Took like a step back, wasn't hurt. And then Bivol opened up because he thought he had him. Then when he opened up, what'd that do? That made him stop running. He planted himself and opened up. What happens when you do that? Well, now you're a target too. And Beterbiev hit him with a left counter that rocked him back. And I mean, he's clear as day. And he got on his bike. And from that point on, he was moving a lot and running at times. Nobody gives credit to AB for a Superman chin. AB? What the fuck you talking about Broner for? Dude takes clean shots and keeps fighting. Oh, Arthur Beterbiev. I thought you meant it. Most people don't call him AB. No, he has a great chin. That's a fact. Who will improve more, Arthur or Bivol in the rematch? You would think Bivol has the capacity to improve more because he's more of a boxer. Beterbiev only knows one way. But if Beterbiev cuts the ring off a little better and throws more punches, moves his head more and throws more punches, it could be a problem. Ben Whitaker got no power at 75. Yeah, well, the Bivol fans are going crazy. It was like, look, there is no shame in this. It was a close fight. Close fight either way. Both fans or both fighters should be proud of themselves. Heavyweights got to have power no matter how good they box. True. Eon sounded like he lost some chili on that fight. Better pay up. Those people owe you. Eon, what's up? You lost some cake? I'm not going to say chili. Cheese, maybe? I'll say cheese. I'll say cake. Bread. Skrilla. Ends. Papes. Actually, I don't use Skrilla. That's corny. He lost some papes. There is still a chance the fight was rigged. What? Get out of here. You can't go as far as heavyweight with no power. Why are you talking about heavyweights, Wall Street? I'm confused. What's up, RL? All Canelo fangirls were praying Bivol would lose. Why? Because it makes Canelo right. Because if the only person who beat Canelo besides Floyd never loses, then it puts Canelo on a higher pedestal. Which is why I think Bivol said that Canelo hits harder than Beterbiev with one punch. I've seen this a lot interviewing fighters. To conserve their ego, to make themselves look better, they always say the person they beat hits harder than anybody who beat them. Always. Because it makes them look better. Nah, homeboy actually bet on Beterbiev to win, but I don't think he won. What is that noise? Like right here, I hear noise in the walls. It might be the trees hitting the outside. I heard it earlier today too.
There's no trees there.
Well, there's noise in there, like something's running, like there's something in the walls. It comes and goes. I'll let you know when it comes again. You'll hear it. Chile is West Coast. Okay, that's why. Right there.
Squirrel.
In the walls? You hear that?
Yeah, that's an animal.
In the walls? How the fuck's it get in the walls? Okay, great. I don't think it's crazy to say, but I think Bivol lying. But why is it just right here?
I wouldn't worry about it. Just leave the cats.
Yeah.
They're not going to come in.
Should the rematch be in the States or Saudi? You hear it? You sure it's not something hitting from the outside, a tree, because of the wind? Because I haven't heard it for today's the first time I've heard that. Should the rematch be in the States or Saudi? I don't know. Doesn't matter. I feel like there's plenty of good heavyweights with no power. True. Why don't trainers teach AB's training methods? They all copy Bivol like fighters. I don't know. What's up, Mark? You have rats in your walls? I don't think it's rats. I'm in fucking Connecticut. They don't really have rats up here. Something's happening, though.
Squirrel or chipmunk.
Chipmunk or some shit is in there. But as long as it doesn't come in the house, I don't give a fuck. Stay in the walls all you want. Rematch should be in Vegas. Beterbiev versus Usyk. Who wins? That's not going to happen. Beterbiev is too Beterbiev is too small for Usyk. Shout out to. They could be running. Is that in the walls? Or maybe it's outside. Maybe it's. It sounds like it's right in the wall, doesn't it?
Don't worry about it.
It's fucking creeping me out.
Nah, I'm sure it's fine.
You sure it's fine? I swear to God, if something comes in here.
No, it's not gonna come in here.
Usyk wins by points but gets dropped. That's what happened when they fought in the amateurs. Probably a mouse. Nah, not in Connecticut, man. We don't get mice out here.
Yes, you do.
We get mice. Oh, like field mice?
Yeah.
Well, as long as it.
Disgusting city mice.
What do you think of Wardley and Jared Anderson? Not a bad fight. They light heavyweights. People don't get that point. They designed to destroy. As we see, all that boxing don't work with no power. Usyk already beat Beterbiev twice. In the amateurs, right? Yeah. Everyone hating on Arthur, but he's a great fighter. Who's hating on him? Janabek versus Canelo. Fabio, a homie for real. What you mean? What you mean he's a homie for real? See if that worked. Nope. Because remember we heard shit over there in the morning? But that was like banging.
Birds.
That was like banging.
It could be a bird's nest.
What's right here? What's on this corner?
I don't know, but it could be a bird's nest.
Like outside? Sounds like it's in the wall.
No, it could be outside.
I can't tell. Marco, was you ever? It's really. It's not scaring me. It's freaking me out, man. I thought I moved out of the city. Like, what the fuck we doing here? What are we doing? Teddy Alice said about Usyk that he is the type of guy who always finds a way to win matches. What do you think he meant by that? What's up, Shane? Ah, fuck, Shane. I forgot to answer your text. Damn it. Damn. Sorry, man. The walls are calling your name. If it's I'm okay with a ghost. Just no fucking mice. Could be a ghost. That, huh?
Headphones on,
Okay. Ghost is fine. No mice though. A lot of American boxers like Berlanga, Ryan Garcia, and others saying he was robbed. Bivol when it was not a robbery. Yeah, it was not a robbery. It's too close. Thoughts on Charlo versus Andrade? Are they fighting for real? LOL, you got it's something, Shane. I think there's something in the walls. I'm gonna have to ask the landlord tomorrow. Like, what the fuck is that shit? What's up, Army Mike? It's a clown. I'm okay with a clown too. Just no mice. Usyk will beat Beterbiev. He's too big, but no one from 175 down is beating Beterbiev. Okay. What do you think about Jayo Pataya versus Arthur at cruiserweight? I don't think Arthur's gonna go to cruiserweight. I think he's too small. It's only 5'11". There will never be a light heavyweight undisputed good boxer with no power ever. Huh? Yeah, they confirmed it for 168. Dope. I got Boo Boo. Or some drunk dude punching your wall. Nah, man, I'm in a like I would. It's something. I thought it was today's the first day that's mad windy, so I thought it was maybe the wind knocking the trees against the wall or something. Marco, why'd you leave TBV so abruptly today? I always do that. I never say goodbye. And the truth is, I think I had to go pee, and then I had shit to do after that. I was about to fucking piss my pants. I tell you what, those fighters in the same division claiming Bivol won don't want to fight Beterbiev. Okay? If someone bigger than you asked you to fight in the street, what would you do? What? Whoop their ass. Size means nothing. Probably a mouse broke because they get in walls. We don't get mice here, though, man. I'm in the suburbs. There's no mice here. You always bet against me, Charlo. You got Charlo? Okay. But you were betting on Bivol, and you were wrong. So, aha. Edgar said I would stand toe to toe with Arthur and knock him out. No IQ, no head movement. No, he didn't. No, he didn't say. He didn't say that. A dog, yeah, it's a dog. Big, yeah, it's a tiny, teeny little dog. What's your response when you get hit hard by someone in the ring? What's my response? What you mean? You think that Imam Katayev could be the next Beterbiev at 175? He's looking like a beast. I don't know. Benavidez versus Beterbiev. Who went? Benavidez. I don't know, man. Mice are everywhere, bro. You thinking of rats? Cause I'm thinking of mice. Well, maybe field mice. Yeah, Edgar. That's not, man. That's not gonna fucking be okay with me. There's mice out this motherfucker. But we got 2 cats, so that's what he said on Twitter. Bivol got robbed. It should have been a draw when they definitely need to run it back with a rematch. Bro, Bivol lost a close fight. Could have went either way. Yeah, that's true. What would you do if you fought someone with Arthur's power, basically? Oh, fuck. I would try and hit him really hard because I had a lot of power and speed to get his respect, and then I would try and I don't know what just happened, but I'm back. Thing just froze up. What do you think of Latino card on Golden Boy? I don't know that card. I haven't watched it. Bro, Inoue lost. Yeah, his brother. I know. Arthur Beterbiev destroys Benavidez. He has no defense. Nah, I disagree with that. I thought Berlanga tweet was funny because he said Arthur. Oh, he tweeted it? I don't know what happened. The internet just froze. Maybe that mouse is chewing on my internet cables. Is a Beterbiev versus Bivol rematch guaranteed to happen? Not guaranteed, but very likely. Marco, you watched the fight live. If you were one of the judges, who do you think won the fight hands down? Nobody won hands down. It was close. Leo's calling me, Tia. Tia!
What?
Leo's calling me. Can you call him?
Oh, yeah.
Hold on a second, guys. Hey, mommy's going to call you right back, okay?
Okay.
I love you.
Love you. What's happening?
Sorry, my kids are at grandma's, so. He isn't freezing. He's just pausing. You guys see me now, right? Yeah, but yeah, Tim beating Bud. I don't know about that. Your internet is chopped. How's it now? Internet's working okay? You're back, okay. What was you saying? I heard my last. I don't remember. I feel none of you guys hardcore fans on the Nest show or just American boxers. Okay. Even the turkey dude said he thought Bivol won. So what? He's not a judge. He's a turkey. Bud versus Benavidez. Who you got on that one? Come on. Benavidez destroys Crawford. Hardcore to me is knowing all the divisions champions at least in their big fights each division. Why do you disagree? What exactly do you think Benavidez can do to Beterbiev? Because Benavidez is 4 inches taller, throws just as many, if not more, combination punches, hits very hard, great footwork, cuts the ring off well, tenacious, good defense. He has everything. You should have to run with 40-year-old boxer to prove. Yeah. Bud stops Tim. Bud stops everyone.
What's the good guy?
Nah, chill. How can I beat someone bigger than me? Should I box or grapple him?
Oh.
What the fuck? What, you gonna fight somebody? No, you box him. Somebody bigger? You don't want to roll around with somebody bigger. Plus, that's mad gay. I was asking you what you would do if you fought someone with Arthur Power. Yeah, no, I answered it. Turkey is a Hall of Famer. Marco, you are discrediting Turkey's opinion. He's a Hall of Famer. Turkey, the guy who's been in boxing for only like 2 years, is a Hall of Famer. All right. You just inspired me to do my first sound effect for today.
Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here!
This fucking guy. Bud doesn't stop Mayweather. Nope, I agree with that. Top 5, I mean. What up, Brandon? Brandon D. Hooker. Good evening and good night, Marco and chat. Hope to meet you in person in February at Border Wars. Oh, word? You fighting in Border Wars, Brandon? You the Brandon that calls in? Yeah, he's a casual. In my opinion, Benavidez doesn't hit very hard, though. You got to be real, bro. He hits hard as shit. He fucking whooped Caleb Plant's ass, stopped Boo Boo. That's power. Like, yeah, he's not one punch power. But guess what? Neither is Beterbiev. Beterbiev never knocks anybody out with one punch. It's a beating over time. So, whoop, there it is. Floyd Mayweather is the best boxer to ever live. Okay. State of Nevada inducted him. That's wild. They're just doing that because he's putting so much money. They're smart. LOL, what, Shane? What's so funny? Punk ass motherfucker. Ness says, like, nobody cares about certain divisions on the show, but if you don't even care about it, hardcore boxing family and white casuals, I don't know, man. Mayweather stops Beterbiev and Benavidez. Facts. All right, you're fucking drunk. Marco wouldn't surprise me if they put him in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, but Rocky has been around. Fucking this guy just got fucking into boxing, like literally a couple years ago. Benavidez loses to Bivol and Beterbiev. Mayweather is way too small. Of course, he's just talking there. Combat. He's just talking. That's obvious. He's too small. That is obvious.
Oh yeah. How did that go?
What else we got?
All right, I'll let you go. I love you guys. Thanks for calling.
What else we got?
Can I see your face quickly, baby?
Armor, please tell me your YouTube channel so I can take down the bad comment.
You take those things off?
I mean,
Yes.
okay, but Andrade doesn't have the power to hurt Benavidez, nor did Caleb Plant. Come on.
Are you wearing
I thought you're saying that Benavidez has no power. Now you're saying that he can't take a punch. I mean, which one is it? So when Ness says that, well, of course, casuals even less for these cards, and we'll watch. That's why Ness on the show isn't a hardcore. He's a hardcore. He is not a historian, but he's a hardcore. They added Tim Bradley in Turkey. Anyone can now be in the Hall of Fame. Tim Bradley at least deserves it. He put the hours in as a fighter. Is David in top 5 power of today's boxing? I don't know. That's a good question. It's a good question. I don't care what no one says. Bivol is still undefeated in my eyes. Okay. I heard Loma's retiring. Yeah, probably. I'm from South America. Here you have to learn to fight because there is no security. In the USA, you're protected by police. Yeah, word? I grew up in Hell's Kitchen, Manhattan, New York City. There was no fucking protection from no fucking police, my man. Yo, the subway, the trains at night were a free-for-all. There was no protection. You were wilding out. Maybe now, but when I was growing up, the cops ain't do shit. There was no protection from nobody. Roy Jones was unbeatable in his prime. He was so crazy. Oh, well, thank you for that. And Here it goes.
Y'all must have forgot. Y'all must have forgot.
So the bounce pass.
Okay, I'll let you guys know. I love you.
All right, let me go down. You guys hit me with too many. Nah, bro, what I'm saying is I don't think Benavidez can beat Beterbiev because Beterbiev can really hurt him. You might be right. Beterbiev in a rematch does better against Bivol. He will start pressuring. I think so too. Like I said, Ness isn't a hardcore boxing fan at all. Only a few channels that cover. Okay. Evander S. Holyfields? That's funny. Beterbiev beats Roy in his prime. Word? Is that what you think?
Get the fuck out of here!
That's what I think. You don't know nothing about America, and you talking be quiet. Damn. Tell him. You don't know what it's like in these streets. Look, South America's no joke either, but don't think that we got police protecting us. Roy Jones tested positive. Yeah, positive for whooping all your favorite fighters' asses. Bitch ass motherfucker. Yeah, he did once. He talked to me about that. You know, I believe him too. It was a mistake. Shit was in a supplement that he bought at GNC. He just didn't use it again. Simple, dimple, puppet screech. Any excuses? You know what? You guys are wrong. You're wrong. Cut that shit up. Unbelievable. Disrespectful. New York is dangerous. That's a fact. Joe Kelsaki was a beast too. I mean, he was a good fighter. Beast implies that he knocked people out or hurt people. They called him Joe Kel Slappy because he. How do you test positive for a GNC product? They don't sell steroids. There was something in it that was banned. That was a banned substance list. Something in one of the GNC products. Prime Roy would be the biggest star in boxing. Hell yeah. All right. And once again, thank you for the bounce pass.
Y'all must have forgot.
When is all this Roy Jones? Oh, all right. We'll do it again.
Y'all must have forgot.
Shane, it's like the old you can't do this on television. Anytime they say, I don't know, the slime drops. Anytime Roy's name comes up, I got to hit them with
Y'all must have forgot.
What boxes in the past do you think boxers could have beaten Floyd? Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, Aaron Pryor, Pernell Whitaker, possibly even a Prime De La Hoya. Roy would possibly outbox Beterbiev if Beterbiev could hurt him. I highly doubt Roy would stop him, but Roy would win on points as long as he don't get caught. Prime Roy's highlight reel would be crazy in this current social. Yeah, I know. Did Roy Jones ever lift weights? I don't think he did. And since you mentioned his name,
Y'all must have forgot.
it's mainly big name fighters they talk about. I'm gonna ask Roy right now. Should I ask him, did you ever lift heavy weights or just weights? I'm gonna ask him, did you ever lift weights while training? Did you ever lift weights when you were actively fighting? Let's see what he says. I just asked him that. I think he told me he didn't, or at least maybe light weights. That's a problem. They don't pull all of the stuff that they put in the Yeah. Roy Jones. Okay, no problem.
Y'all must have forgot.
It's like Beetlejuice. Maybe he'll show up. In that case, how do we have so much muscle if he... I just asked him. See what he says. Only if you talk channels about the divisions, most of them, it's so true. Is technically hardcore fan. We know all the champions. Whatever. I'm a hardcore fan. I don't know all the fucking champions. Roy was big as hell. No way he didn't.
Y'all must have forgot.
Probably did it when he moved up, but I bet you he didn't. I bet you anything he didn't for most of his career. We'll find out. I don't know if he'll respond right now. If he ever lifted weights and looked that big, he did take those steroids. I thought Roy did lift weights because of his biceps. Nah, that's normal. My left is bigger than my right because we use the left more in boxing and I'm right-handed, but my left is bigger because you throw your left way more. You throw your weak hand. If you're a southpaw, that's your right. You throw it more than your strong hand, so you develop a bigger muscle. And you throw hooks, way more hooks, which use the bicep with your lead hand. Roy Jones was training with his chickens.
Y'all must have forgot.
Yo, what up, Santos? Do you think Triple G could have beat Floyd at 54? I don't know. That's a tough one. Didn't he get popped 7 times? Who? Marco, names of the boxers you think were born to fight. Oh, I don't know, man. James Toney's one of them. Doesn't make you a hardcore if you know all the... Yeah, I know. So who was the worst at making music, Roy or Deion Sanders? I don't know, man. How many miles did Roy run a day? I have no idea. Still waiting to see if he responds to me about people in my subscribers were asking. My subscribers were asking. I knew. Or asking me. Hold on, I'm just writing them. I thought you didn't lift weights. Hold on. All right, let's see what he says. Sanders and Roy had good songs. Floyd is the most famous boxer without using a Muslim name. What? Heavyweight lifting and boxing don't mix. Exactly. You got to lift light weights. 105 Oscar. Collazo. 108. What? 105 Oscar Collazo. Oh, you're putting the best fighters. Heavyweight Usyk. Has Roy ever been on the show before? I've interviewed him, but he's never been on this live with you guys, no. But I've interviewed him a bunch of times. I don't know, man. You're definitely American. That's quintessential American response. Bro, all you have to do is look up. That doesn't make you a hardcore fan. You're only a hardcore fan if you know that, or at the very least, all the champs. That's not true. Beterbiev lifts weights sometimes, though. Beterbiev must be crazy because he was landing on the gloves at times. The fucking thing keeps going to the wall behind me. It's creeping me out. And Bivol still looked hurt. Yeah. I mean, his whole hand was swollen from it. De La Hoya versus Canelo, who would have won? I think maybe De La Hoya could have outboxed him. I can hear it too. It does sound like something. It does, right? I hope it's hitting. I can't tell if it's hitting or if it's something like scrambling around inside. Prime De La Hoya beats Canelo. He might. Marco, how do Fernando Vargas also test positive for the same steroids as Roy? Oh, I didn't know he did that. Back in the day when people tested positive, nobody would know about it because the internet didn't spread it like wildfire. The only way to remember every single boxer is you have to think nothing but boxing nonstop. Bro, Beterbiev said he's not a boxing fan. Just a jab for him now. Just a job. Now, who you said you hardcore fan? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. That's a good one, Ian. I'm not sure. Canelo stops De La Hoya with a body shot like Bernard Hopkins did. Maybe. Yeah, that's a great card with a tough Russian, like they're always versus him. Just because Americans ain't dominating them now. It's a lame card. I don't know. I got Paro, but I like Hitchens, but he doesn't have what it takes. I'm sorry, I love America, but Americans are generally all sellouts. That's not nice. There's a dude in the NBA who destroys everybody, and his name is Nikola Jokic, of course, and he doesn't even love basketball. True. What about Keyshawn? I don't know. You ever thought of opening up? Nah. I don't. I'm a business owner. I don't want that shit again. Mark, on 400 pounds, and I'm boxing kids. Okay, Homer. Joe Frazier didn't have complete range of motion in his left arm and still had one of the best left hooks ever. What you mean he didn't have complete range of motion? Is that true? Madrimov or Zoo. Ooh, that's good. I think maybe Madrimov. Sellouts, as in what though? He's just talking. Why is it okay for Tank Davis to fight small guys but not for Canelo? I'm 110 years old. Mexicans are Euros, dominating 154, 200 plus maybe if the American boxers win a little. Okay. Oh, Roy Jones just responded. And maybe I'll even show you guys. Let's see. He just responded. And he said, no. That's what I thought. Yep, he said no. So Roy Jones, everybody did not lift weights. I knew it. Boxing will put you in that kind of shape. Joe Frazier's left arm was messed up. He broke it as a kid, and he never can. Well, maybe something about him breaking it, the way it healed, made him throw so hard. I know one thing: the belt's staying in Russia for a long time. Yeah, you're probably right. Sellouts, I mean, they do anything for money. How's Canelo ever fought a dude smaller than him at 168? I don't know. Can we spar? If you want, I win by submission. Cool. Roy's a good guy. Yeah, man, it's my man. Matter of fact, big shout to Roy for responding to me so quickly.
Y'all must have forgot.
All of the best fighters in Tank's weight class do not want to fight him. That's a fact. If Canelo has Benavidez and he's afraid of him. Okay. One day Canelo will man up and fight David. And boxing on steroids will put up that kind of shape. What else we got? Tyson versus Paul. Tyson's going to stop him. Telling you, man. Tyson's going to stop him. He's going to stop him. Here, matter of fact, let me show you guys something. Hopefully I don't get flagged for this, but if I do, I do. Let's see. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? Here we go. Watch it. Now watch it.
Bingo!
It's now in October.
Roll hook. Jab zip 3.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the movement. You think Jake can hit him? Look at him. Look how quick he's moving. You think Jake can hit that? He can't even catch him. Now what happens when this shot right here hits Jake? Look at that. Look at that. Come on. Look at that. You guys think Jake could beat that? Hell no. Hell no. Tyson all day. I keep hearing it. I'm trying to see if it's, hopefully it's a branch or something outside. Tyson needs to work out Pac or DMX. Bivol won that fight. Arthur didn't knock him down or out. Well, the judges seem to disagree with you. Floyd Patterson versus Joe Louis. Joe Louis destroys Floyd Patterson. Jake Paul has been training his ass off. Give him credit. Jake Paul has been training his ass off. Give him credit. Mike Tyson's poke. Yeah, man. Still looks good. I learned from Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. I hope Tyson gets KO. I know, man. I hope he fucking sprawls his ass out. Cold. Sleeping. I told you guys. I'm friends, or I know one of Tyson's closest friends, and he's going for the knockout with Jake. He's not fucking around. He's not holding back. He's not trying to box. He's trying to take his head off. I like doing boxing for fitness. I'm too old to try and have a career. Okay. I just hope Tyson don't get only one round of cardio and gases. It doesn't look like it. Put your ear to the wall. If it's a rodent, you'll hear it moving around. It comes and goes. Worst nightmare for a promoter is having Arthur with his yeah. I'm sad because, all right, this guy is Homer's goofball. Tyson could gas out. That's tough. He could, but they're doing 2-minute rounds. 2-minute rounds. I won't get tired doing 2-minute rounds, ever. Because it's muscle memory at this point. So imagine him. He did it way more than me. The only reason I don't like Jake Paul is because he's unrealistic, talking about he's going to become more. He really believes it. You're right. It is unrealistic. But he believes it. He really believes it. You know what I mean? He really believes it. Beterbiev versus Tommy Hearns. Tommy Hearns is too small. Why don't you stand up and to the black callers who come after you on TBV? Who comes after me on TBV? And by the way, almost every caller is black. That's like almost all of them. But who comes after me? What are you talking about? Unless he offers Tyson a shit ton of money to let him win. That could happen. I meant you nearly 20 years younger, though. How many rounds are they doing? Who? Oh, they're doing 5. You can go on BoxRec. It's 2-minute, and I think it's 8 rounds. 2-minute, 8 rounds. Which is weird because it's a pro-sanctioned fight, and pro-sanctioned fights have always been 3 minutes. This is some weird. This shows you how boxing has no rules that it follows, no guidelines, how everything is subjective. Don't I always tell you guys, everything except a knockout is subjective in boxing. Everything except the knockout. And this is another thing. 3-minute rounds are supposed to be the marker, the determination between pros and amateurs. That's what amateurs will do 3-minute rounds. Okay, never mind. They do 3-minute rounds too, but they do headgear. But the point is, 3-minute rounds are always the case in the pros, right? Amateurs can be 2-minute rounds, always. Yet for some reason, this fight, which is a pro-sanctioned fight, is 2-minute rounds. What the fuck? I'm training. I'm not going to keep reading your goofy shit. I was Beterbiev. I wouldn't get a rematch because it was a better issue. Now they need to rematch, man. We all know this. I was watching TBV, no disrespect, not a fan. You're not disrespecting me. That's not my fucking show. Why don't you like it? Yeah, facts. Beterbiev Benavidez fight could be more fun to watch. Bivol, yeah, Bivol's boring. I've always thought he's boring. Cruiserweight champion. We'll still give him a title shot. True. Mamoon, what up, blood? Jake Paul, that kid, crazy. Remember how Floyd did him? Was looking why he was there. First place. Can't imagine how Tyson will do him. Yep. Well, Jake Paul didn't fight Floyd. That was his brother, Logan Paul. Marco, I caught a 19-year-old talking to an underage girl and confronted him. Want to see? Sure. How old is underage? Because if she was like 17, that's not that big of a deal. Even if she was 16, that's not that big of a deal. She's like 13 or 12. That's fucking gross. PR combat. I find the main dude and the tone dude as goofballs. I like them though. Tone I like a lot too. And Ness I like too. I like them both. I like watching good boxing. It's not boring for me. Saludos from Riverside. Who's from Riverside, man? There's like a couple really well-known fighters from Riverside. Fuck, wait, which is the fighter from Riverside? Who's like your best known boxer? I don't know shit about Messi or Ronaldo. She was 14, the guy was 19. Just send it to me. Send it to me on DM it to me, please, or I'll forget. Yeah, 14, 19 is pretty gross. I only seen the highlights, but I don't like that technical boxing BS. I'm glad the judges favored better. Yeah, me too. I'll never understand how a grown man fight. Yep. Hey, yo, what up, Isaiah? Isn't Shane from there? No. Is he? He might be. Yeah, that might be who I'm thinking of. That might be who I'm thinking of. Wait, let's see. You know what? We could figure it out. I'm going to do the chat GBT. And let's figure out what famous boxers are from Riverside, California. And the answer is Chris Arreola, Josecito Lopez. That's it. So it's Chris Arreola who I was thinking of. Chris Arreola. Who, by the way, follows me and hit me up, tells me he loves my videos. Cool dude. What makes someone young? Their age, their pay. What? Their age. Like the number. Do you think Ness went overboard kicking Caesar out the panel? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Well, Caesar was interrupting a lot, was taking it too far, but Ness always does that. Always. But even though it is his show. I think he went a little overboard. But he did warn him twice. Like, yo, I'm gonna kick you off. Stop interrupting. So maybe not. I don't know. Hard to tell. It was a thing where he was doing what Caesar was doing to him, what he does to people. So that, but he did interrupt the show. So maybe it was warranted. Bivol outboxes Benavidez. Yeah, I can't take your opinion seriously if you said you don't like technical boxing. True. Knockouts are cool, but just don't excite me. What? The fuck? I sent it, Marco. Check. Yeah, well. Caesar went in on Ness. That was funny. He's right. Haney, nothing but a hype job. I wouldn't see. No. You guys are so like all or nothing. Haney was a little bit of a hype job, maybe, but we don't know because the fact is the Ryan Garcia fight can't matter because he had drugs in the system. So he did lose to Loma, but that was also a super close fight. I watched it twice. I had two different opinions each time. Watching it live, I thought Haney won. Replay, I thought Loma won. No doubt Ryan beats Haney in the rematch. I seen Tarver on your videos. Was that hard for you since he beat Roy? Nah. A little bit, maybe at first, but nah. What have you won to talk about? What have you won to talk about? Who, me? So what if the age of consent is 14 or 15, then it's okay for the What? I'm confused what your question is. I feel like anything over 5 years is kind of gross. And I mean, 14 and 19 is about 5 years, but the mentality between a 14-year-old and 19-year-old are pretty fucking different. That's somebody in college as opposed to somebody who's fucking barely in high school. Beterbiev Beats Benavides. Possibly. You can play that video game on here if you want. I like technical boxing. Sorry, bro. Technical boxing is okay. When they box, they have the same power and skill. So low? Caesar cooked Ness today. How about Ness was hoping Merton would just like, Moten. You saw that? Low? Low, first off, tell me real quick. Who do you think won the fight? Beterbiev or Bivol? 1. And 2, you thought it was okay for Ness to kick him off? Good answer. Drake is a minor. Okay. Care to elaborate? Not really. What would you consider fighting? No, I can't because I was a pro, so I can't fight amateur legally. I literally will not be sanctioned by the USA Boxing because I was already an amateur and I was already a pro. Come on, Low, answer me because I got to get out of here. Lomar Shakur. Great question. I don't know. A lot of people are saying Bivol. As I said, I say Canelo supporter. Okay. Marco, can you play the video of me catching the guy? I don't think so. I'd have to. Yeah, I'll do it. Hold on. I didn't finish the show yet. I didn't get to the part when Ness kicked him off, so that was whack, and I had Bivol close fight. Okay. All right, hold on. Let me see. Mamoon. All right, I got it here. Mamoon. Let me see. Oh. No, it won't let me do it, Mamoon. It won't let me do it. It says I have to use the mobile app to do this, and I'm on my computer right now, so sorry, bro. Marco, do you think it's too easy to become a pro boxer? It depends what state you're in. That's another thing. Like I said, there's no criteria. When I was coming up, the New York State Athletic Commission had to know you. You had to have an amateur background. They didn't know who you were, and they knew who I was. Matter of fact, the guy who ended up being the head of the commission trained me briefly, so he knew me. Now, though, and in certain states, yeah, anybody could do it as long as they pass physical in certain states. So it all varies what state you're in. Just like all of fucking America is supposed to be United States, yet every fucking state has different rules for everything, including boxing. I don't understand the hype about Shakur. You and me. Well, he's a great fighter. Yo, Markeo, it's hilarious watching you get spooked. I know, man. The fuck? I'm hoping it's a branch because today was mad windy and I've never heard this until today. So I'm hoping it's a branch or something hitting the house. But I'm glad you're getting a kick out of it. Shane, you know how I grew up. All the fucking rats and roaches and crackheads. You blame me? Ness was tripping today. Again, I had better be of winning. You and me both. Tank versus Shakur. I'm a Shakur fan. Canelo fighting Beterbiev is Davis Duran versus Barkley. Davis Duran? You mean Roberto Duran? What do you mean Davis Duran? Have you ever been wrong on who's going to win a boxing match? Of course. Tons of times. Fury versus Usyk. Although I still think Fury beat him, technically. But he didn't officially beat him. Marco come out of retirement. If you give me enough money. Caesar was right. Ness didn't like. What was he right about? And he wasn't right. He was right that Haney was a bit of a hype job. But he wasn't right at the same time because that loss to Ryan doesn't count because of the drugs. So he wasn't really right. He had a slight point. And first, it was his opinion saying that Carmel won't live up to what people think. That's his opinion. I don't think that's like that, whatever. I actually kind of agree with Caesar. I think Carmel so far doesn't seem like he's going to be a superstar from the skills I see. Excellent fighter, yes, not a superstar. But that's just so far. Like, for example, when I look at Abdullah Mason, to me, he looks like he could become a superstar. But that's just so early on. My opinion could change. And that's how it started. Then it went into like, Ness jumped on him. So he got defensive, jumped back on him. They started going at each other, and then he started basically doing the Haney thing because he knows that annoys Ness. And, then we got where we got. Maybe Caesar's accent just gets on Ness's nerves. I mean, Ness is fucking Dominican. He has mad people with that accent, probably. Well, Dominican versions of the Spanish accent. But you think, yo, what's up, Galaxy? What's cracking? Boxing is non-existent in Indiana. Anybody can be a boxer. You just need to be 17 and pass physical. There you go. Told you, one of my mans, his name is Terry Ray. Look him up, from Terre Haute, Indiana. Good challenge for the Cruiserweight Championship twice, almost won it. Me and him were in camp together back in Kevin Rooney days. We were living in the same house in Kevin Rooney Custom Auto Stable together. That's how far I go back. 92, baby. I'm training my son to go amateur. Okay, just be careful. That shit can result in brain damage. Let me rephrase. That shit often results in brain damage if it's a long career. That's why I always kept my shit sporadic. Big shout to my man. God. Dropping the two-piece on me. Extra crispy two-piece with extra napkins. Appreciate you. Keep it real, Marco. I give it a draw. Rogaine? Damn. Why you gotta insult me? I bet you're fucking bald too, punk. Carmela's good, but nothing we haven't. That's what I'm saying. And that's what he was trying to say. I feel like Caesar, but he went a little too far with it. And of course, Ness went in on him. And you know how men get with their fucking egos, especially in front of 1,000 people watching. You start getting fucking defensive because you're trying to like fucking herb somebody. Xander Zayas. No, I don't see superstar from him either. Superstars, in my opinion, are very rare. Stars, yes, more frequent. Generational talents, even more frequent. But superstars, very infrequent. He only hyped because Tank and Shakur vouched for Carmel. And Carmel could fight too. Come on. In the ring, they can, yes. I was just wishing for you to leave and go live on your own page. Ness was interrupting everyone and then complaining about Caesar. Yeah, I know. No, totally. Caesar did to him what he does to everybody. But Caesar went a little too far, started interrupting callers. And it is Ness's show at the end of the day. It is his show. So you got to, he gets a little more respect. And if you don't like it, just get the fuck off the panel. Like, if he always treated me like shit, I wouldn't be on the panel. But he doesn't. He's cool with me. Nana Marcos, don't curse me. Okay, I won't. He's a good fighter. He has power, but he leaves himself open too much. Yeah. Francis Ngannou, this is the first thing you said that actually, yeah, even though you're probably trying to be funny, you might have a point because a lot of people agreed with that. Marco, do you consider who? Oh, there's only a couple. Only a couple. Ryan, Tank, Canelo, Jake Paul. Those are the only ones. Global. Then you have guys like Anthony Joshua, and Fury in England and Inoue in Japan. But only those four are global. So like in every America and everywhere. Caesar said he boxed. Apparently, I didn't know that. How do you recognize a superstar coming up? It's the skill and the buzz behind him, which, Carmel has. Not so much the skill, but the buzz. It's hard. So you can be a generational talent. but that doesn't mean you're going to be a super. Exactly. Generational talent is example. Winky Wright. No, he's actually a Hall of Famer. Fernando Vargas is generational talent. He was one of the great welterweights or super welterweights of his time, right? But he lost to most of the stars. He lost to the superstars. He beat everybody else, but he lost to the superstars. So he was a generational talent. Because Floyd Mayweather prodigy. Also, Floyd beat up McGregor. Let's see what you just said. But wasn't fast enough to beat AJ. Nope. Well, AJ I think he came in too, like, confident. Because of what he did to Fury, he thought he was going to do the same to AJ. But, you know, I don't think Usyk's was gonna hurt Fury that. But I know, man. You and me both. I was shocked. I'm like, fuck, he's about to drop him. But we'll see. I think the rematch is going to be like Wilder, Fury 2 and 3. Fucking wall. Caesar was so high on dope to say anything like that. Bivol is a boxer, beat him MMA fighter. IP man, I ain't about style. It's about man. What? Francis is a lineal champ, technically. See, Homer, you do know boxing because you're saying shit. Why didn't you just come in talking normal from the beginning? We could have had some good talk, engaging. Instead, come in with all these fucking the weird shit. Now, see, you're proving that you know boxing. Yeah, Fernando was in that era of good welterweights. Yep. Marco's playing Undisputed today while there's so. Nah, I haven't played it yet. Apparently, Francis has an MMA fight. Yeah, I heard. See how quickly he abandoned the whole, like, I'm going to be a pro boxer? The second he got knocked out, he's like, okay, maybe that was a fluke. If I was Fury, I would retire fighting him again. Just knock his ass fucking clean out. Just to erase all remnants of that disgrace to boxing that took place when Ngannou almost beat him. Some think did beat him. All right. All right, peoples. I am out. Good shit. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.